If you want to get into overlanding, there's a lot of people that tell you that the best thing you can ever do is buy a Land Cruiser. Now, absolutely correct, because Land Cruisers are amazing, except when they come with an $80,000 price tag and you're kind of left scratching your head. I like the room, the space, the technology, and all the stuff that is involved with a Land Cruiser, but I don't really have the budget. And that's when people start to sleep on the Toyotasequoia. So these are 5 reasons why you shouldn't sleep on this thing. No cap. This is what I'm going to tell you. You're going to listen to me, and you're going to take it. You're going to take it. All this bitter, sweet information. It's going to be amazing. The number one reason is simply cost. This thing is so gosh darn approachable. It's unbelievable. And what about capability? Do I really need to talk about capability? I guess I do. Because this shares the same frame as a Tundra, you can stuff 37s on this thing. It's gonna be a tight fit, but you can do it. And I know, I believe in you, that is something you would want to do. We have taken the 2nd generation Sequoia to many places, and you can even go back into some of our YouTube videos where we've done some trips with these things, and you can tell these things can be pretty capable. But let's be honest, majority of the time, you're gonna be overlanding. And this is gonna be more than sufficient. Because in terms of capability, we have to talk about the booty. The back end, the gearing part of this, not the gearing, but the thing that is no longer a live axle. This thing is independent rear suspension. And you might be saying, hold on a minute, that kind of sucks. And I kind of agree, just a little bit. But that doesn't mean that it's a pitfall. This thing is a long enough wheelbase that you can teeter-totter your way through some very sketchy stuff. And on top of that, you have more ground clearance because you don't have a third member sticking out in the middle of the vehicle to snag rocks and rocks. I can speak English, okay? Now, the other thing that people sleep on is actually the secret weapon of the 2nd generation Sequoia, and that is its trim level, the platinum level. See, in historical pasts of the 4Runner and the GXs, the one thing that everybody wants to do is remove the airbag system. What we have discovered on the 2nd generation Sequoia is that we actually want to keep it on there. And we have developed, shameless plug, the tandem airlift pucks for the back on the 2nd generation Sequoias, because you get more travel, higher load capacity, and this thing rides amazing. If you want to go and travel long distances and tackle highways as you're getting to your final destination, not the movie because that's kind of scary, but like your camping ground, the Platinum Sequoia is the highway king and queen. It can do both. You also get really cool stuff like adaptive cruise control. You get really cool outdated interior. It even says platinum on the door. You get pinstripe. And the piece of resistance! And this isn't pervy to the Platinum or just the Sequoia itself, but it's the fact that the Sequoia has this ability is that the transfer case on this thing is actually pretty darn cool. It can do 2-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, or all-time all-wheel drive, or what do you want to call it, because there's some people that are very sticklers about that kind of stuff and how you name it, and they get you mad at you and all sorts of stuff. Anyways, also you got 4 high and 4 low, and a center locking diff. Yo! Also is our gear and diff packages that we do offer for the 2nd generation Sequoia, shameless plug. I know that this was supposed to be a top 5 reasons why you're not supposed to sleep on this, and I've lost count at this point, and I don't really care. But the other thing that you should know is that my most favorite thing about the Sequoia is that it not only fits a bunch of stuff, but it has an over 8,000 pound towing capacity, according to what year you buy and but it's all because of the EPA and DOT standards and stuff like that. But that's besides the point. It can carry almost 8,000 pounds. And that is amazing if you want to take a camper trailer like I do on my 2014 Toyotasequoia that I have at home that my wife drives every day, or this one right here, where we can load it down with tons of gear and stuff like that and take it on adventures. And we know it's going to do it, and it's going to do it well because it's got big brakes, it's got a lot of weight, and it's got the airbags in the back. And that's because these things are slept on, and they shouldn't be slept on. And, you know, They're really cool. And we make a lot of stuff for them. Shameless plug again. This thing has so much room inside. We can fit the entire shop. We can fit all of Tandem Off-Road inside this Sequoia right here. Actually, we're gonna go freaking do that right now. Hey, Chris, we're supposed to be doing, I wanna prove a point in our video. Can you come with me for a second? I know you're busy, but that doesn't really matter. Okay, cool. No. Bring the cat too. Alex, we have to prove a point. I need you to come to the shop. Hey, I gotta prove a point real quick for a YouTube video, so I'm gonna need to pull you for a second, and then, but before you leave, you need to wait until he's off the phone and tell him that I gotta pull him too.
Oh.
Cool.
Oh, man.
Can I borrow you for a second? It's really important, of the utmost importance of all things. Yeah, and do nothing. I'm sorry. See? For science, we fit the entire shop inside of the Toyotasequoia. Even though Tony's not here, there's still room. We can probably fit him somewhere.
Where would shirtless go?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just gonna start touching your
technically,
headliner.
we were in middle
I want to
of
get back
talking
to
to
work.
a customer.
Michael farted. It
about-
smells really bad.
That is a real detriment to
Joey's
people's
touching
lungs
my
and health.
private parts.
Okay, all right, fine. Everybody get out.
Can we get some ice cream?
Oh, there he goes.
Jesus Christ. And that's it. That's why this vehicle shouldn't be slept on. And I don't know if this video is still making sense. I don't even know what's going on. At this point, it's just over. And I'm sorry, you had to watch this. And if you stayed till the very end, you're actually my best friend, and I really appreciate it. But that's all I got for today. Bye-bye. Skibbity Sigma.